Big girl come from my.
And we are live now. 001 second, 2 seconds.
Yeah.
We've gone live. And if you could, are you able to share the show?
Yeah, sure, I will. I will definitely do that on my page.
And if you take any beating for sharing it, you do it for your nephew. Don't get mad.
I'll give it back to you. Okay.
I said, and if you take any beating for sharing your nephew's show, I think you can handle that.
But one thing is, Kafama, I might above that. Yeah. I might above those things, and you know, like somebody cussing me out, saying something. I'm above that. That's not something that I can be deterred by. Yeah, we'll share the show.
Inshallah.
Yeah, I'm sharing it right now.
Thank you. Yeah, I just saw that. Leo shared the show. Thank you.
Yeah, we'll definitely do that. You know, on our page and other page, You know, I'll give you okay? Yeah, but I mean, thank you for your hard work too. You know.
We gotta make time for this thing. We got passion for this thing, Uncle. You and I both, and many others. So we do this thing not for pay, but because it's our calling. This is our passion.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, bro. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do, my brother. We will be questions tomorrow when we're not live anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sharing it everywhere right now.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, for me, I always tell people, Kafuma, I don't worry about, like, you gotta get 1,000 people. The good thing is I let the message to go across. It can be one individual. All of and at least one will be there in the chapter and say what they want, think it makes sense. That's all matter to me, you know? Yeah, that's all matter.
Believing in yourself, standing up for what you deem to be right.
Yeah.
And let no one shake that ground under you, my uncle.
Yeah, no. We are above that. We are above that, Kafuma. I can tell you that.
Okay.
We definitely above that. You know. I share it so many times and hold it.
Yeah, thank you. You have. I see that, Uncle.
Yeah.
So, folks, we will be starting a very good show here. I want to believe.
Go on, Asa. I'm on
the folks from Quardu, Gboni, Mandingo Association of USA. Quardu Gboni, as you very well know, is one of the oldest Mandingo organizations here, and by far one of the most productive one, whether you like it or not. They've done remarkably well, both here and at home. So every time we have the chance to host them, we are honored to do so. So let's learn some stuff here while we are with Bay Clinton, who will be joining us very shortly from now with his the grandma, own Uncle Leo, the lion. You all know the man does not need introduction. So let's
talk about 104 million. Liberia is a small country in West Africa, as you know, and like a lot of small countries, they print their money abroad and then they ship it into the country. It's just cheaper to do it that way. So at some point last year, the Central Bank of Liberia ordered up 16 billion Liberian dollars.
We're forgetting that we need each other. We're forgetting that we need to look out for each other. We're forgetting that except the least of us is taken care of, that the best of us cannot survive. We're forgetting that it's one world and it's a very small world. I've traveled across all the continents and I can tell you, we need each other. It's such a small world that if we don't learn to love and respect ourselves and forget those things that we think are important but are actually unimportant, and if we do not have the courage to speak up when we should, then we set every one of us up for trouble. Take a child from every local environment in this world, no matter their tribe, the color of their skin, their language, or where they come from. Put them all in one room, and you would find them as a team, playing together, supporting each other, except you teach them otherwise. They will work together to solve every problem that you give to them. That's what we need to be. We need to go back to being children of the world again. We need to be a people who believe in love, in faith, in kindness, in caring for our neighbors in a way that together we can find the solution of the world. We need to understand that not a single one of us is an island to itself, that every single one of us holds a piece of what is required to build the right world where we can all survive. Whether you're a business person or you're a career person or you're someone who is working in whatever field, we have one home and we share it together. We either protect it, we fight for it. In fighting for the world together, we fight for ourselves. In building a better world, we build a better home for every single one of us. In building a better future, we build a future for our children. It's a small world. It's too small for divisions. It's too small to be divided. But more than what some people think is what you think. How you can dare to think and determine what is right, and how you have the courage and the audacity to stand up and fight for what is right. How you can look your neighbor in the eye no matter where they come from and think of what is in their interest as well as in your interest. How you can remember that no matter how smart you are, you're not smart enough to survive by yourself. No matter how rich you are, your wealth alone cannot keep you alive and keep you safe. That we all need one another, looking out for one another and understanding.
Whoa.
IMF, World Bank, all other institutions, they make African countries jump through hoops. Loans will never be able to pay. The US, when they borrow money, they're getting it in 1.5, 1.9 interest rate. Africans, when they get the same amount of money, they're paying 9, 10%. The people who don't need a break, they get a break. The ones who need a break, they don't get a break. The sheer survival of the World Bank, IMF, is based on the fact that African countries and many other developing countries do not succeed. Their success is based on our failure. That has to change. And guess who can make that change? We, the children of Africa, we, the Africans, are the ones who have to say, we know your game now. Enough is enough. We're not playing it anymore. And this is where the diaspora come in. There are more Ghanaian doctors in New York City than in the entire country of Ghana. There are more Nigerian doctors in LA than in the entire country of Nigeria. So let's be serious here. What Africa needs is capacity, capacity, capacity. And that capacity is in the diaspora. So it behooves us to bring the diaspora together. Let them understand.
All right, folks, if you're just joining us, I see a few of you logging on. That's very, very encouraging. We want to thank you for doing so. We also want to ask you to please share the show. We will be having a very, very good conversation, I hope so, about Quardu Gboni Mandingo Association of USA. Chairman Bill Clintosh, who is currently out of the country in Liberia, he will be joining us. Actually, he's the one we're waiting on. He was here not that long ago, so he's trying to do a few housekeeping, and then he'll come back to join us. Of course, his acting chairman, the co-chairman, who's acting as chairman in his absence in the U.S. of A, my uncle, Honorable Leo Sese, the Lion. He's here. You see him right there. So we'll give us a few minutes as we build a little audience, and while we actually await Bill Clintosh, giving him a few more minutes to join us. Otherwise, the acting chairman is here. I'm very sure the acting chairman is more than capable to have this conversation with us. But the man, Bill Clintosh was here, and he is coming back. There's no if and but about that. We just want to thank you for being here. We want to encourage you to stay here. At the same time, I want to encourage you to please share the show so that we can have this great, this wonderful conversation together. While we await, we promise to entertain you with some of the things. Did you listen to that lady? Leo, did you listen to that lady? The one I played before?
Yeah, I do.
Can you listen to the words, the power in the words that woman is uttering? None of us can be good, can be happy as long as one of us is not happy.
No.
We need each other. So community building, it's a lifelong service, right? And so that's why I'm so proud of you, the Bill Clintosh and all the other community servants in whatever capacity they find themselves, So this is something we don't get paid for it, not in terms of dollar, but there's some sort of personal satisfaction, and hopefully history will remember you for what you've done continue to do today. So let's get
Kafuma.
Yes,
before
sir.
even Bill can come in, we can talk. I mean, let's just keep it normal conversation, especially the experience we have been getting in the community when it comes to community service. You understand? In a mind, that's not a topic with like the chairman. He just informed me that he have a show with you today, and I told him, say, because my daughter is not where I'm going to be, turn it down.
Think about what I want to do with my career. My advisor puts me in contact.
Leo, that's for the background.
Yeah, for my daughter. Sorry.
Okay. So do that. Let's hold on.
We want to, in a sense, eliminate corruption in a society, and we all want to eliminate corruption in a society. The most effective way to do it is to make sure you don't punish people at the bottom, you punish people at the top. I'll tell you one story. In the 1960s, when Singapore was a very poor country then, our per capita income was 500. A government minister was invited by a businessman to go on holiday. Just on holiday. No bride. He and his family went on holiday with a businessman. He came back. He was arrested, charged, went to jail. After that, no more corruption. Because it's very powerful signal that is sent when you go after someone at the top. So Singapore's experience, and it's actually quite remarkable how you have almost zero corruption in Singapore, is because we decided that the example must come from the top.
Yeah,
no more corruption. That's how you eliminate corruption, folks. Yeah, Uncle Leo, go ahead.
Yeah, as like in a much, the chairman, you invited the chairman today, and he's not here. We can just talk about our experience sometimes, where we contact the way we understand community service. You understand? We can. I mean, on a serious note, as a community members, for me personally, I don't regret doing anything because I'm not looking for names. I mean, I don't put individual first. I put the community first. You understand?
Yeah.
And I'm not loyal to anyone that I have to support you based on your ideology. No, I support on people what I feel that even if I'm not alive today, the community will talk about it. It could be good and bad.
Yeah.
Okay, because if you look at what community today, Kafuma, there's so many hate for no reasons. There's so many hate for no reasons. Okay? People gonna hate Leo Sise because Leo Sise disagree with somebody. Okay, we can disagree and agree, but at the end of the day, we are community. We all are one.
Right.
We all are one. We all cannot join in the same boat at the same times. Equally, so we have to respect other people's opinions.
Absolutely.
If you look at the media today in our community, immediately when you start to talk about issues, the first thing that comes to the mind of the some community member, Leah is a troublemaker. Kafuma is a troublemaker. This person is a troublemaker. Okay? I mean, that's something that we need to take ourselves from there. As a community member, we all cannot agree on everything, Kafuma.
We can't agree every time, everywhere, every issue. No.
So if everyone agree on one thing, thousands of people go join the same thing, and nobody opposed to it, so psychologically, mentally, something wrong somewhere.
Something wrong with that thing. Leo, can you while you talk, can you test your chairman that we are waiting him? Can you test invite him, let him know he's the only one missing here. What is that we are behind by 9 minutes?
Yeah, okay. Let me
keep talking while you do that. Yeah.
Yeah, let me do that. And let me do that because
all right.
I was planning to call you to send an invitation to you that I wanted to appear on your show on Wednesday or this coming weekend as the acting chairman of Quardu Gboni Association to do some clarity, But this one is just an impromptu, but as a community servant, we are prepared every minute, every second to answer to a call. Okay.
I mean, you live in a reality. This is not something you have to go study for. You're doing this realistically on a daily basis. Hold up, Frank Sano is calling me. Hello, brother Frank. Hello? Hello? Yes, sir.
I'm following. I don't want to join a conversation. That's all. I know it's not your time. The guest has not appeared yet. But since you all you're talking, I don't want to, join you.
So you okay? But then let me connect you so the people that are here can benefit from what you have to say now.
Okay.
So just hang up and call 1 second. Let me turn the speaker on, please.
Okay.
No.
He Kafuma.
Yeah.
He just responded to my text. He said, okay.
Okay.
He recharged his phone.
Okay. So it's
So-
going to be coming.
Yeah.
I know it's not your time.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
I
Yeah.
don't want to do.
Yeah. So
you.
yeah. So Kafuma, like I said, you know what I'm saying? Everyone in this community doing it for the community to move forward. But if you want a better community, we have to be realistic.
Yeah.
If you want the community to move forward, you have to be honest. What I mean by that is that if something is not done right, let's be able to tell he or she is wrong. You understand?
Yeah.
But if you look at what community today, we don't do it because of personal interests. Like what I said earlier, I'm not loyal to no one. I speak, I know what I can talk on. I don't believe in 1,000 people to join me before I can speak out. It can be a one person, one individual. That's all matter. The message I'm sending across, that's all matter. You understand?
Yeah.
Every week, my growth today, you and myself face, or community member face, simple things that can be resolved with all no hate.
Yeah.
Or no personal issues. Or we're going to avoid personal discussing the issues. We're going to go personal, and which it doesn't make no sense to me. Okay, people will call us names. They will call other community member names because they did not agree with your ideology. But that does not mean they don't respect you.
Yeah.
And you have to respect that individual also.
Bro, Leo, hold on. Your fellow board member Frank Sano wants to jump in. Let me hold you right there. Hello. Good afternoon.
Hey, good afternoon, Chief. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm good, brother Frank Sano. Leo, can you hear brother Frank Sano?
Yeah, I'm hearing Frank Sano.
Okay, all right. So now you can make. So we haven't started the show yet. We're still waiting for the chairman to come. So if you are here with us, just so you know, we're giving Chairman Bay Clintosh no more than additional 5 minutes. If he's not here, I'm more than happy to begin the show with the acting chairman, brother my Uncle Leo, who's in studio with me already, because time is of essence. We are about 30 minutes behind time, so we'll give him 5 more minutes to come. Uncle Frank Sano, well, look at me. I'm lucky to be in studio with my two great uncles, right? Leo is on the other hand, but they all Sano, but I'm a real uncle. I'm a, some, I'll let you go, brother Frank Sano. Go ahead, brother Sano, please go speak.
You're right. You see, today I was with Mamadi Philadelphia, and we're looking for a very good Kurma hair. And I think they recommended your hair.
Look at that.
So, but look, to what the co-chairman was saying, look, Brother Kafumba,
yeah,
we may not agree. We may have different opinions on issues. That is natural. The way I may look at certain issues, you will look at it differently.
Right.
But the core value of issues remain the same. You can't change that.
No, you can't.
And in our case, for us to band together as a community, to work together, is that the reason why we got our laws. The laws or the constitutions and the various organizations hold our community together. Everybody is bound to live within the framework of that constitution. When that is violated, then the unity or the togetherness is being abused. And that is what is hurting our community.
Or stand to be abused.
You know, we abuse our constitution, and we don't care. People say infinity, we don't care. We think it's all right.
All right.
And trust me, Kafumba.
Yeah. So I'm sorry, I got to hold you there. I'm very purchasing studio now. So, I will find time. You know what? I got in a lot of people have invited me. They want to have open mic. They want to have conversation. They want to talk about their community issue. Honestly, to be frank, I got at least 11 persons between last night and today who have invited me. They want to come talk about Philadelphia. I'm like, no, I'm not. I haven't given that a thought yet. So we'll have this conversation some other time. But let's do the business that we've come to do here today, please, if you don't mind.
No problem. Okay. Let me listen to the powerful chairman.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right. All right, gentlemen. You see my two wonderful community leaders. This maybe we can do it like this. No, that's not good. That's not a setup. No, maybe this one.
Yeah, that would be better, Kafuma. This one.
Yeah. This one?
Yeah, that would be better.
Okay, this is good. Okay. So, folks, if you just joined us, we want to say thank you for doing so. And if you've been here a little while, if you've been here a little while, then I want to thank you even more for the time you spent with us as we awaited the leadership of the board of directors of Quardu Gboni Mandingo Association US of A. One of very few vibrant Liberian organization. I wanted to say tribal organization, but in my opinion, Quardu Gboni is a little more than tribal. It's about a chiefdom within the county of Lofa County, within the nation of Liberia. So they've done, I think, the way I looked at it, they are a little more than just a mere tribal organization. You know, it's not this Mandingo Association of that or that. Quardu Gboni actually has a lot more flesh to it than you think. So, having said that, I have the pleasure of hosting Quardu Gboni Mandingo Association Board of Director Chairman of Vasidiki-Son Kamara, aka, and I had no idea that my own living uncle, in person of Leo Sese, you know Leo Sese show, I've had a chance to argue and work together quite a bit, but honestly, I didn't know he was on Quardu Gboni board, let alone the co-chair. Not to mention, he's the acting chairman right now. Now that he's out of the country, he's said that many times. He's happy to be acting. So I have the chair and the acting chair. And so we're going to have some very good conversation about Quardu Gboni and some Mandingo Association, if you will. We are glad you're here. Please share the show. It is an honor to have all of you here, those of you that are here now and those of you that will come later to watch the show. I've always said of late, there are some people who dare come on your show, no matter how much they want to do so, but they are ashamed, they are afraid that other people will, bully them. So they rather take the back route, go through somebody's account when all is settled and done to listen to it, and they'll call you secretly and say, I listened to you, you had a good show, but hey, I couldn't go listen to you because of X, Y, Z. What a society, what a community, what a society have we come to have. So if you two men would agree, will allow me, just let me play the national anthem for you, for your honor, and then we'll get this ball rolling here. Thank you both for being here.
Thank you, Kafuma.
Okay.
Let's love.
All right. Well, there you go. Man, I love the well, the Bill Clinton leave us again. Well, I think he just he comes again. Well, he's you got to understand, folks. He's calling from outside the country. The internet service,
in Liberia.
the internet service in Africa, in America is you can't compare them.
You cannot.
So, let me prepare you to expect that it is very possible. Chairman of Bill Clinton maybe in and out, some in and out of studio because of the internet situation, because of the difference between the two regions of the world. It's very possible that you may have some issues. We've experienced that. The last time I was supposed to host somebody, a sister from there, but we didn't even have the show because she just could not come on, period. So keep that in mind and be prepared for that. Let that not bother you. The good thing is the man is committed to making effort to returning to studio at every single time, in every single situation. So if he leave us, we can expect that he will try to rejoin us in a matter of seconds. Better yet, his co-chair is here, who can very much ably represent him. So that being said, it is my pleasing pleasure to say greetings, good afternoon to you two gentlemen, one all the way in Liberia, the motherland, Honorable Bill Clinton, and my own uncle Leo in Philadelphia, the city of brother-in-law. So greetings to you both.
Thank you. Thank you, Kafuma. Thank you for having me.
Bill, can you hear me? Bill, can you hear me? Oh boy, this is gonna be this is a single. Bill Clinton, can you hear me? Okay.
All right, internet freeze again.
You see, that's what I was saying. But anyway, so you got to get prepared for this, man. This is what happened, when a country of almost 200 years old cannot find her red path. Almost 200 years old. Yeah.
Yeah, but Kafuma.
Yeah. So go ahead.
Yeah. We what we need to do is that we can continue the show. When you want to ask questions,
yeah,
then we will be able to wherever I know of, I will discuss it.
Bill,
and I hope you get a constitution with you, because I speak right now. I got my constitution.
I've read portions.
Yeah, loud and clear.
Okay, Bill can hear us loud and clear now. Bill can hear.
All right, let's go.
So, but folks, just keep in mind that what just happened with Bill it may likely happen many times during the duration of the show, because he's calling from Africa, from Liberia, one of the. I hate to describe Liberia before somebody get offended, but anyway. So I have read portions of the Constitution, Leo.
Yes,
especially the parts that has to do with your board, and so hopefully we'll not have to debate that. Honestly, I want to learn from you both. I want my audience, and everyone else to learn about, not just learn about, but learn from. Quardu Gboni. How much of a good organization it is in terms of bylaws, constitution, leadership, and all of that. If you find that is the case. So again, Bill, I have said greetings to you both earlier. You're not hearing us. Let me say greetings to you again from Liberia. How are you? Bill.
All right. There we go again.
Okay, Leo, so I hope Bill, I don't know. Okay, Leo, why don't you give us a brief intro? So so welcome to LDF. This is the very first time, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I've hosted people from Quardu Mandingo Association, but not the board leadership. That's for sure. I remember. I don't have any recollection of that. So this will be the first time. Okay. And so it is an historic appearance. So on behalf of your chairman, as the acting chairman, why don't you give us a brief intro about today's appearance, and then we can go from there.
Yeah, as I said earlier, Kafuma, once again, I want to say thanks and appreciation to you for even inviting my chairman, and also I want to say thanks and appreciation to the community members who have been contributing massively to the community, and also your fans. I want to say thanks and appreciation to them. The whole idea is, Kafuma, I'm just going to give you introductions of the ideology, and then if you ask me, and I will start quoting from the constitutions, and then so people can learn. In how much we've been doing it, but still will continue to do it. Do you understand? The whole crisis in Quardu, the whole problem is Quardu Gboni. It's constitutions. It's constitution, nothing else. But certain people feel within themselves, they don't care about that. The constitutions, those who drafted the constitutions, Kafuma, they spend hours upon hours sitting down to draft the constitutions. Our president, Musa Sanons, the current president, Quardu Gboni, is members of the constitutions.
He was a member of the Constitutional Committee.
Yeah, he is.
Okay, he is.
Let me show you why he put. He the Musa Trawale and Musa Sano. He the 7th president in number. Okay, before let me just go through it. Those who are the drafting the constitution on the 22nd.
Bill is making an attempt to find it. Bill, are you good now?
On the 22nd.
Bill, can you hear me?
What happened? You want to drink water? Come on.
Bill Clintosh, can you hear me?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, well.
Yeah,
it is. It's normal for Liberia.
Yeah, I'm okay. Getting me?
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, we're getting you now.
Yeah.
I don't know how long we're going to continue to get you, but I'm getting you now. So
yeah, I'm getting you.
Okay, good. So your co-chair, the Honorable Leo Sese, has started giving us intro. Just a welcome, intro about our today's appearance, the organization as a whole. So if you want me, oh, there you go. He's off again. So Leo, go ahead.
You understand?
Right.
Okay. On the 22nd April, the constitution will be drafted 2017. The chairman of the constitution, those who drafted the constitution, Faliku Kone, the chairman, Umaru Sana,
one of my favorite writers.
Yeah. Umaru Sana, one of the son and the brother of Quardu Gboni, very smart brother. He's the co-chair living in New Jersey. Okay. Valley A. Kone, the Secretary General. Masatak members, Musa Trawale, a former vice president of Quardu Gboni as usual during Janga Kane administration. Musa Trawale is a member, and Ibrahim Kamara a member. Our current president, Musa Sano, member, and President Duana, ex-officials members. They drafted the constitutions. So I just want to make that part to you. Okay. Okay. And then the second thing is, as I said, Eddie, the whole problems in Quardu Gboni.
So you are acknowledging that there are problems in Quardu Gboni?
Yeah, it is a problem.
So there are problems. Okay.
Yeah, it is a problem. Okay. When I say problem, let me make that clear to you. When I say problem, for me, I don't take it to be a problem. But other people understand it to be a problem. Other people understand it to be an issue. Okay. All I'm here tonight as a acting chairman to respect the constitutions.
Okay.
And I will remain on that stance. And those who support the constitutions, including myself, I will join them to respect the constitutions. Because there's no way, Kafuma, you can have an organization and then you have the constitutions and the constitution is not being respected. And then you want a you want an organization to move forward. There's no way it can move forward. And not only that, I said it over and over, and somebody alluded that a few days ago that we don't need a constitution.
Okay. Yeah, your chairman trying again. Bill, how is it now? Bill Clintosh. Can you hear us? Bill, if the internet situation is not good, I think we can excuse you. We can actually,
Bill. Hello, you getting me?
Yeah, we're
getting you.
Yeah, I'm getting you. Everything okay?
I don't know how long we're going to be hearing you. So yeah, but your co-chair was giving us an intro to Quardu Gboni and including some constitutional issue, some of the things that he did.
If you're getting me there, Honorable Sanak and Proxy.
Go ahead. Can you give us an intro? Can you hear us? Hello?
Bill.
Oh my goodness.
But you can call though.
Yeah.
Bill.
Yeah, I'm getting you.
Yeah, go ahead. We'll listen to you.
Oh no, see, so it's buffering again, so it got off again. I tell you folks, this kind of internet situation can never happen in Ghana. It doesn't happen in Ghana anymore. It doesn't happen in the Ivory Coast anymore. As a matter of fact, it doesn't even happen in the Gambia anymore. You know, so this is something that is very much, I don't want to say limited to Liberia, but even in Sierra Leone, they have gone way beyond. They are doing better than this now. This is Liberia. This too is Liberia. August 24 is coming. Another useless day, flag day. Anyway, so go ahead.
So Kafuma, as I said, you understand. If somebody say, because people consider it to be crisis, for me, I didn't consider it to be, but the majority, most of them say there is crisis, we have issues. The only issues, for me, I don't take it to be issue, as I said, Constitution, Kafuma. You have to respect the Constitution. If the Constitution have not been respected, then there's no need to have people sit down for hours and hours to draft the Constitution.
Exactly.
They left their jobs. They left their family times. You understand? Okay. But the more frustrating thing about it also, people who drafted the Constitution, you expect them to respect the Constitution.
Yeah. Please hold on a second. But Frank Sano, I think you heard Chairman Bill Clinton suggesting that due to his internet situation, he may not be able to join us to have a good conversation with us. So he's recommended that you join his co-chair to proxy so you both can proxy for him. So I'm going to go ahead and send you the link. You know, if you have time, so you can join us in studio too and join Brother Leo, so we can let Chairman Bill Clinton have his rest. It's past 9 o'clock in Liberia anyway, and the internet is not helping us. So I think Leo is doing well, but since in fact Frank Stano is also on the board, and he's been specifically mentioned by Bill Clinton, so I'm sending you the link now so you can join Leo here, so we can carry on today's conversation. So Leo, go ahead. Those who drafted the Constitution themselves don't seem to be respecting
okay, that's where I was. You understand? Yeah. And these are the people that, for some of all, we call some of them a mentor. You understand? An oracle that we can follow their footsteps. But unfortunately, some of them are not like that. We feel disappointed, Kafuma. You understand? Then in any case, Kafuma, the Constitution make it clear. People, the rumor circulating, I will give you everything, and then we start from the Constitution. But I just want to summarize what the perception, what the minds of the people out there. You understand? Okay. So when it comes to the constitutions, then we will start with whatever question you want to ask me, I'm willing to answer the questions that to my knowledge. You understand? Yeah. So as I said, the Constitution is not being respected. We as a board members, and I'm speaking in a capacity as acting chairman, okay, we say the Constitution must be respected. Okay, the majorities of the people say Musa Sana is a good president. You do a lot of good work. This is the first time in history that Quardu Gboni have been doing whatever they're doing. Okay, I respect people's opinion, but that does not mean that's a fight. Do you understand? So the Constitution make it clear, Afuma. Okay? Yeah. It make it clear. You understand? Yeah. The Constitution tell you, say, okay, where we're not going to go all around, but where we got issues here, where there's problem, where everybody focusing on. So we'll go straight to that. You understand? And then if you want to ask me any questions from the Constitution, which I'm willing to answer, you understand? The Constitution say, what the Constitution say? Every year, the president should start an audit to audit the administration. Okay, 3 years now. Let's take it 2 years because the other one now we say 2 years. The presidents have not sent no audit committee for the administration to be audited. If it is being done, I'm on a board. I have no knowledge about that. I'm not saying he didn't do it. Maybe probably he did it. But I personally, as a co-chair,
that's not possible. How can he can't be the co-chair of the board?
No, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, let's be realistic. That's not possible. Yeah.
Okay, you understand?
Yeah.
And then also, the Constitution make it clear, in the absence of the General Assembly, the board is the power of decision makers. You understand? The Constitution gave Honorable Musa Sano, the president, to set election commissioners. He had the powers, he had the gavels in his hand to select, to nominate 5 individuals: president, and secretary, and other 2 board, 5. But after that, the names those 5 names had to be submitted to the board for confirmation here.
Confirmation, yeah?
Yeah. As far as I'm concerned, as acting chairman, the set of election commissioner Gala, which is one big brother, Juba Kamara, okay? And when you check on Facebook, they're all there, but they didn't go for no confirmation hearing.
Okay.
The Constitution said that we should come for confirmation. Not only that, if you look at Article 9, Section 12, it will tell you exactly election commissioners. Article 9, Section 12. I want you to look at that. You understand?
Yeah.
Not only that, it also make you to understand when you set up that committee, the guideline also should be sent to the board. If it's sent to the board will approve that, which is not being done. As far as I'm concerned. Okay? And then also, we set an audit committee. The president and his administrations said they are not going to go by there. As we speak now, the election commissioners and the audit commissioner we set up, the names, the Umaru Sano, those who drafted the co-chair, he's part of it, he's the chairman. And then we got Asu Collins, and then we got, I think, 5 or 6, so all those, their names is there. We send a letter to them, acknowledge them, make them to understand that, hey, we want you to be on the audit committee to audit the presidents. Okay, they all acknowledge, they send the feedback to all that they agree. Okay, they agree. So if it was something that
why do you want the president audited though? Why? What's going on?
We didn't say the president eat the money, but we feel that the president needs to be audited. It gave her the power as a board.
Just because you have the power, that doesn't mean that. I mean, there are a lot of things we got powers to do, but we must have reasonable suspicion. They will say probable cause. So, on what basis are you trying to audit the president? Are there smoke somewhere? Have you seen smoke somewhere? You think there may be fire?
I feel within myself, there were so many donations were being given to the presidents.
Okay.
So I didn't say he ate the money, but I feel that the way the money were being spent, it's not go down with us as a board. So it is also it's give us the power to set an audit committee to audit the administration. It give us that power in the constitutions.
Okay. So 1 second. Folks, again, I want to thank you for joining us. Please share the show. Encourage your friends to come. Unfortunately, the chairman, Gboni Mandingo Association USA board chairman, proper, in person of Vasidiki-Son Kamara, Bay Clintosh, aka, has made several unsuccessful attempts to be part of the show. It did not work simply because he's currently out of the country. He's in Liberia, and the internet situation in Liberia is as bad as everything else in Liberia. Nothing works in that country, I'm telling you. So he's tried and tried and tried. It hasn't worked, sadly. And so he's recommended that Frank Sano, who is also a board member of Quardu Gboni Association, join his co-chair, Leo Sise, to come and make the case. So Uncle Frank Sano, if you are on the line, please check your messenger. I've already inboxed you the link ever since today, ever since Bill Clinton just recommended you, I've invited you the link. So please click on the link and come to studio so you can join Leo and my uncle Leo here, because I want you to come, because this is my uncle here. I don't intend to jam my uncle too much. I'm my uncle. I don't want
no.
So you gotta come join my uncle. I'm just joking. No, I'm just
no. On this platform,
on
the platform, I want you to ask any questions.
So
Okay.
So I hope Frank Sano got a message and he will make effort to join us. But Uncle Leo, before you go further, I think what I'm hearing, and I've heard this from various some members of the association.
Okay.
So it's very difficult for supervisors to supervise when supervisors cannot supervise themselves.
Yes.
You have a 7-member board of the association, right?
Mm-hmm.
And at present, it is my understanding that you're not even agreeing. The board is divided among itself. So how can you govern? How can you hold the administration accountable when you're not even speaking as a board?
Okay. You want me? Let me do some clarity on that.
Okay.
Kafuma.
Yeah.
The board comprises of 7s.
Right.
Okay. Because I know where you're coming from, so let me just jump into it.
Okay.
As I said, it's an impromptu invitation was sent to me, but I'm still willing to do what I was supposed to do as a community member.
Right.
Okay. First of all, as I said, there are 7 board members. Okay. Jala is our secretary. Okay. There was issues with our secretary. We had a meeting a couple months ago in New Jersey. We spent 9 hours in the meeting with some elders. 9 hours.
9 hours.
Yes. We left our jobs. We went to New Jersey. Okay. For the meeting. 9 hours. More than 9 hours, but I'm just telling you 9 hours. Okay. The issue was that they always send a communication. Okay. They always send a communication to us. And we say we're not getting it. Say they always send it to the secretary. But to call all matters shots, in that meeting, every communication that was being sent to us, they brought some evidence in the meeting. But our secretary couldn't prove anything tangible. You understand? In that meeting. Yes. Okay. Every time you say something, you say, oh, my man, I didn't receive nothing from them. But to call all matters, we came back after the elder had spoken, said whatever they wanted to do. We choose that, okay, you know why? This is not about an individual. This is about the community. You let move forward. You understand? We decided to call meeting among ourselves. You understand? Some error we have 2 errors in the meeting on the board. First Tanot and Bamoli Corners. Okay. So they came out, they said, okay, you know what? You let go to French Tanot, we'll have meeting. So all the Rick my roles among the board and the administration, so it can be ended. But before then, we came up and audit. Okay, after the conventions, whatever information that we needed, the report from the convention, the one that happened in New Jersey, it was not coming forthfront the way we expected it to come. Okay, but then later it started coming by text messages. Little by little, we were able to, come up with a solution on that. So we say, okay, Mr. Secretary, this is the thing we want you to do. Every information, let it all know so we can jump on it. So we decided to go have a meeting to friends at our house. His wife cooked everything. But before then, I personally, as a co-chair, talked to Jala. Jala, can you send message to the president? Can you send an email to him? Let him know that we want to have a meeting with him. He said, okay. He agreed upon. Before the day of the meeting, I called him. Did he send the information? He said,
okay, let's welcome with Frank Sano. Frank Sano. Frank Sano. Welcome, Uncle. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
I know you were from the other end, and so now we, unfortunately, Chairman Bill Clinton, due to his country of residence at the moment, our country, he's not able to make the show. He's made several failed attempts. I'm sure you saw it. So he recommended that you join his co-chair. So together, both of you can educate us for and about Kwama, inshallah. So Leo is trying to speak to, just to bring you up to speed. Leo was speaking to constitutional issues earlier. He talked about, the audit committee, so that kind of, for me, that was a red flag. So, and then, I think he's admitted there are some issues to be looked at, as much as they may not be issues to everyone, but he was speaking about people now respecting the Constitution, audit committee, and all of that. So I just asked you one question, my first question, to say, well, don't you think that the administration is now yielding to your audit requests, your audit efforts, simply because you as supervisors, you as the board of directors are not getting along? You are divided among yourselves. So why should the administration subject, herself to your instructions when you can't even keep your own house in order? So that's what he's trying to explain there. Leo, go ahead.
Okay. Honorable President, once again, thank you for joining us. So when that happened, we all decided to go to the man. And he agreed, yes. Mm-hmm. Guess what? When we got to the meeting, before you even go to the meeting, I called the president. I said, Mr. President, we're having a meeting with you guys today. He said, what kind of meeting? I said, we agree so we all can come to the meeting, so I think we can move this thing forward. He said, we didn't receive no letter. I said, what do you mean? No, that's not good, Kafuma.
Yeah, I'm just trying. Yeah, go ahead,
Yeah, he said he didn't receive no letter. I said, no, that's not true. Okay. I said, Jala told me that he sent you the letter. When we got to the meeting, unfortunately, Jala said, oh, I just talked to the man verbally. Really? After you told me and others that they're going to be at a meeting, and you told the president, you even telling me that you sent a communication thing, which wasn't true. But the president said he wasn't coming. But, and I said right there, I said, and I might want the president to come so we can move this place forward. But if I was him, he was just going to come and send a representation, which what I do was here a chaplain. But he said he's not coming. He's right, and I support him. Okay, and I supported him. I said, okay, he's not coming. That's fine.
Bro, Leo, what has this story got to do with the fact that your boy is divided among itself? You got four presidents on one end, the other three presidents. Yeah.
Kafuma. Yeah. No, hold on, friends. Hold on, friend. Yeah. The boy is not divided. Kafuma.
Yeah.
We got 7 presidents.
Right.
We set a meeting, which I have the recording to that. I got a copy of it. I can send it to you right now. We have set a meeting that the chairman wants to have a meeting. 4 came to the meeting.
Okay.
All of 2 said the basics.
Okay.
You understand? They can't make it.
Okay.
Automatically, that's a quorum. 4 is in the meeting.
Right.
I don't know whether that makes sense.
Yeah.
4 is in the meeting.
4 out of 7, yeah.
Yes. Okay. So every decision that has been taken at that moment is a decision that have to stand. Because we have quorum. If there was only 3, automatically you cannot do that. But there is quorum. So decision that was being taken at that point in times, I consider to be legitimate decision that would be taken.
Okay. All right. That makes sense. I mean, the decision taken by 4, it's a simple majority that will constitute quorum, and decisions made should be binding on all. That's the point you're trying to make, right?
Yes.
Okay. So let's jump to Brother Frank Sano. Brother Frank Sano, what have you to add?
Yeah. Just to elaborate on that and to address your question directly. Look, the differences of opinion among board members got nothing to do with the executive leadership. The Constitution is written in such a way that the Constitution, the executive leadership got their responsibility to perform. The board got her responsibility to perform. So what the executive can do is to perform their responsibility, their side of the responsibility, and the board perform her side of the responsibility. Now, what has been happening in the organization in Gboni is that you got a president, you got a vice president, you got a secretary general, you got an assistant secretary general, you got a financial secretary, you got a treasurer, you got a chaplain. And each of these individuals in this position got their assigned responsibility in the Constitution. So what the president has been doing in Gboni, the treasurer is responsible to collect all monies that come to the organization. The treasurer is responsible.
Okay.
But in Gboni,
today,
the reason why they do that, that is done, is that to ensure that there is accountability.
Okay.
When the treasurer collect the money, the treasurer share the report with the financial secretary. The financial secretary also, in return, document everything, and then they meet the president and deposit that money into the account.
Okay.
So you see the steps in the transparency and accountability. So what has been happening in Gboni, it is only the president who all the money come to. It's not supposed to be like that. So that is a violation.
And that is what is prompting the audit issue,
exactly,
right?
You get it. That's why I'm trying to give you the reason why we are asking for the audit. And the president, we on the board don't have any access to the money, but we do our job is we are tasked with the oversight responsibility. We got to make sure that there is check and balance. So to solve the whole issue, we asked that we constituted an audit committee, and the audit committee did not come from the sky. It is supported by the Constitution.
Okay.
If you look at Gboni Constitution, Article 11.
Yeah.
Article 11, Section 13.
Yeah.
Where they have the audit commission. And by virtue of that clause in the Constitution, in fact, the office of the president needs to be audited at the end of every year. My brother Musa Sano has been in power for 3 years. There has been no audit. So that in itself is a violation. Now the board has the authority to, if you look at that same article, section B, the B under that article, the board has the right to constitute a special audit committee. So we have constituted a special audit committee, and that audit committee is headed by the man who served as co-chairman of the Constitution Review Committee, Umar Sayon, and some members of the Constitution Review Committee are there. So it's just a constitutional issue. We got nothing against anybody. We just want to make sure that the Constitution is being followed, and that is what we've been doing. Now, the president cannot hide behind the differences in the board to say, you know what, I will not perform my job. No, you can't do that. The board will always have these problems. The executive will always have these problems.
Yeah.
But we have to remain focused and perform our job.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Brother Frank. Thank you, Brother Uncle Leo. Uncle Leo, let me. So I get it, right? I understand that. Yeah. The president or no president, for that matter, would see some differences of opinion, to borrow your words, in the legislature or in the board at the organizational level, and use as an excuse for not submitting to national constitutionally required obligations, right?
Yes.
I get that. But so the thing that saddens me about most of these community organizations is the fact that none of us have any military or police power. So now that the president has, even though he should not and cannot, but it appears that he has, because not only he has not submitted to any audit in the last 3 years, according to you, but he has gone ahead and set up election folks for the upcoming election. He set up the convention officials. None of those people, I'm told, have come before you for confirmation, but it seems like he's moving forward. So what other authority have you got to stop that forward march until he does the right thing? What other authority do you have?
No, first of all, the powers, the authority we got as a board, we can only let the community know, which we plan we've been doing it as a chair, a co-chair. Let the community know that whatever is happening, whatever you see on Facebook, it's not the truth. You understand?
Yeah.
And all we gotta do is that let the community know also, like, set up audit committee. The president and the administration refuse. You understand?
Yeah.
And then not only that, the other as well as Ekafuma, and that is the sad part about it, I'm telling you now. You understand? Because they fell within themselves. Majority know exactly what the constitutions, but they disregard the constitution because the Musa is doing this. Musa is doing that. This is just a humanitarian job. Okay, we agree it is a humanitarian job, Kafuma. The money that was raised, which were $13,000 from this community, $13,000 were raised from this community.
When was this raised? When? For the last convention?
No, the day we were leaving, the late Mohammed Belete, the day we were leaving from Milwaukee,
right?
When I received the call that the Ole Arabic school got burned, I got in touch with King V. Soiree and all of members. So they set a committee to raise funds. So the total money that was raised was $13,000.
Okay.
Okay. Now the project is going on. Okay. All we say, okay, this $13,000 before you spend any money, can you let us know? Can we let us get on the same?
But wait, it sounded like I thought you were going to say the $13,000 was raised for the brand Arabic school. Is that what it was raised for? It was just so
the $13,000 was raised.
Yeah.
To renovate the schools.
That school.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Now I understand.
You understand?
Okay.
So, and then some of them said because board members did not pay money, so they can't report to the board.
Oh wow. Okay.
You understand? And I make some of them to understand whether we pay money, we don't pay money. So long you use the word Quardu Gboni institution, you raise money. It is your responsibility to report to us.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You understand? But that has not been done.
Okay.
And they said they're not going to do it.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
So let me just make that point to you.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay. So you made that point quite clear. But Frank Sano, so you listening to your co-chair in studio with us. So, but here's the thing, though. I mean, so it sounds as though I think a couple of weeks ago I had the privilege of hosting a young member of the association who's an aspirant. He plans to run for the organization highest office, and when the appropriate time comes. And interestingly, he made all these allegations, but we thought these allegations were just coming from a mere opposition, a potential opposition. But to hear you, honorable board members, including the board chair, the acting chair of the board, almost confirming those allegations, I found that very troubling. But here's the thing, though. One other thing that young man also said was that, unfortunately for all of you board members, the current president, Brother Sano, he's very popular with the general membership of the organization, the women and the elders. So I hear you mention the word elders again. Every time I hear elders now, I almost want to run away from it because
let me make that clear to you.
So if I'm talking about Frank Sano here. Just hold on. So if Brother Sano, Musa Sano, is as popular with the general membership, with the women, with the elders, and here he's now working with you and the elders, usually general membership don't have much understanding of the constitutional aspect of those community organizations. So it looks like you have an uphill battle. How do you really intend to bring this man to book, to hold him accountable in your capacity as board members?
Thank you very much, Brother Kafumba. Look, to begin with, history will judge all of us fairly.
I hope so.
And that is the most important thing we can do. We don't have a standing police, like you said. We don't have an army. But it's imperative that we, the board members, conscientize and keep engaging the community to let them know what is happening, like what we are doing this evening. It's a challenge because Kafumba, if you look at our community organization, you will realize that the group that is in majority, most of the leaders in that group are people who have embezzled community money or who are in leadership and they don't believe in accountability. So they go around each other and clap behind each other. They don't respect the law. They group together. They seems to be in majority. But the silent minority, the silent majority, they are not talking, they are not doing anything. And the messages we are giving out is resonating with them.
Okay.
So what we are doing is that we keep this awareness on, and whatever program they are to have in Newark next week, as long as it's not blessed, as long as they don't follow the constitutional requirement, the board don't okay it, that in itself is an illegitimate gathering, and the result from there, we will not honor it.
Apart from you now honoring it, are you both other board members that you know are likely to attend the upcoming events organized by the administration that has failed to submit to your office? Will you attend the events though?
I am not. If it remains as it is, I'm not going to attend the event. I know some board members who will not attend the event. Not all board members I have spoken to, but I know majority of the board members will not attend the event. I know a lot of elders will not go there. I know a lot of people in the community will not go.
Okay.
Some people will go,
okay.
obviously, because even certain guys follow us.
Right.
But a good number of us will not be going there.
But bro Leo touched on something earlier, and I agree with him 100%. Whether or not you contribute to any fundraising effort or not, that is immaterial when it comes to the administration, the president submitting to your authority. But that being said, though, is there any reason, or could this be the same reason why you two, some board members, didn't contribute to the fundraising that they are using as some kind of, the justification in their narrow mind for not coming to term with you? Why did you not contribute to the fundraising?
Yeah.
No, hold on.
No, Leo, I come in. Leo, please, exercise patience. The test for leaders is to be transparent and be accountable. I officially joined the Quardu Gboni Association during Janga's term. I've been on the board for more than 8 years now.
Okay.
During Janga Kane's administration, we have never experienced such a problem. The board don't even have to ask. When we go to meetings, the accounts of the organization are visible. Everybody will know what is there. Accompanied with receipts. And at the end of the quarter, the report is there. Lansana Traore administration, the same thing. This administration, the reason why some board members are not paying is because the president don't submit his quarterly report. He doesn't submit reports. Since we had the election in 2018 and the inauguration, I think if I'm not mistaken, 2019, and the president submitted his report to us. We went through the report. We told him that this report is not up to standard. Because how can you write a report? Some of the receipt, I remember, the president himself write the receipt and brought it to us. We said, no, we can't honor this.
Okay.
You say you gave the money to Mr. X. Why Mr. X can write the report, the receipt? You have to write the receipt. So go back and do this report all over. From that time up to this time, 2019 up to this time, that was bye-bye. The board did not receive any report again from him. So that is why we've been going through.
Okay.
Now, the reason why Leo mentioned about the elders, our constitution is written in such a way that the elders can intervene. The elders can come and also operate or work in line with our constitution. The elders try that. They call us to our meetings several times. They both turn out. The executive leadership did not come there until the elders themselves gave up in the entire thing. So there where we are. The sad thing is a lot of our young brothers and some of our people, they don't even read the constitution.
That's what I say, exactly. The women, the youth, the women, the youth, the elderly. Yeah.
All they are interested in is the Mamaya aspect.
Yeah.
The dance.
Yeah.
So for Frank Sano, Leo Den, who were trying to hold the president's feet, the executive leadership feet to fire, they look at us as bad people.
Yeah.
Because they think we want to stop their dance. And so the president prevail on these kind of people and they come after you. They don't know that this man is riding on their inability to read the Constitution and understand the Constitution. But that will not deter some of us. We will continue to have this conversation. Because look, and Kafuma, thank you very much. If you look at our community, one of the best communities from my own research, look at the Nigerian community. Anything you want in this part of America, you can find it in the Nigerian community. They got lawyers, they got doctors. Their organizations are strong. And I asked some of them, what is the secret? They always tell me, look, Frank, you got to respect your laws. The Constitution you write is what we respect. And because we respect that, that's why we are succeeding. If you don't respect it, no way. And Kafuma, look at your backyard.
Yeah.
The Somali community.
Yeah.
Look at the Somali community. Most of these people, majority of them learn English here.
Yeah.
A good number of them, only a few had access to English in Somalia.
Yeah.
Look at what they are doing. And if you investigate, you ask them, the reason why they are successful is because they respect the agreement. The Constitution is an agreement. When people agree that, look, this is a guiding document, everybody try to make sure you follow that. And that is greatly lacking in our community. And until we do that, we follow our Constitution, Kafuma, we're going nowhere.
Yeah.
Kafuma.
Yeah.
You said something earlier. Let me just jump into that.
Okay.
When you said what a power we got to stop whatever. You are a security personnel. You've been in America. You went to schools. You know, so the whole aspect of the Constitution tell you unity and legal. I don't know, how do you understand legal? Meaning that the Constitution gave every Quardu citizen, if you think with the Constitution have been violated, you have all right like me. Because the meeting due, I pay meeting due, I'm up to standards. When talking about contribution in Quardu, the record can indicate that. Not only that, I set on my platform and raise more like $400, take it to New Jersey on behalf of the organizations. So I have, as a Quardu citizen, if I feel the Constitution is being violated, I have all rights to take the administration to tax. It's a legal entity. Legal entity. So when people think that, we think that, okay, we are Mandingo, so let us do it at the end of the day, because that the perception that the one they've been saying, we've been hearing that, no. If you think if that's the perception they got, and that's what they're planting, okay? If I feel within myself, the Constitution has been violated, I know New Jersey, I will follow the procedure. It doesn't matter what people will say. I will be the first individuals.
Yeah, Leo. Once again, you are right. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. But I said when I highlighted the fact that unfortunately, all of our community organizations lack police power, military power, and so though the people in power realize that, they know you can't do anything to them. But you just corrected me, and I like the correction you made.
Yeah.
We let them go by choice. But you, as a member, as a bona fide member of Gboni Mandingo Association, even without you being the capacity as a board member or board co-chair, you do have the legal right to go to court.
Oh, yes.
If the need arises and you deem that necessary. Yeah, you're absolutely right about that.
Yes.
I want to let me jump to Brother Frank Sano here. Brother Frank Sano, so when was the last time that Brother Musa Sano administration submitted any financial report, to your board?
The last time I remember was somewhere in 2019.
Okay.
And that financial report was rejected.
Okay.
And we even offered to help because we just had the inauguration. We asked for a complete breakdown of all the expenses, those even including the list of those who contributed, who pledged, because we wanted to work together to help him to collect the money. And that from that day, I can remember us having any financial report again.
Okay. Well, thank you.
And just to go further in that, there was a meeting they had at Musa Traore house. He went there and brought the same report. That was not even the board now. He brought it among citizens of Quardu Gboni. They asked him to go back and do the report. Over because he himself could not even read his own report.
Okay.
They asked him to go do the report over. And the point Leo Sose is stressing, that is a very important point.
It is. Yeah.
Quardu Gboni is a legal entity in America.
Yeah.
Quardu Gboni can sue, and you can also sue Quardu Gboni.
Right.
So if people think that, look, this is a community organization, you can take them to court, you can take them to court. And the court will handle the issue. Look, we are in court right now.
Oh, you are? You are in court? Are you in court?
Oh, yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I'm not talking about Quardu Gboni.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm not talking about Quardu Gboni.
Okay, I see.
I'm just trying to bring this to the attention. Our masjid we have here, the African Islamic Community Center, we've been in court for a long time. The decision should have come up by now, but it's because of the COVID. So I'm just trying to use that to inform the community that if the masjid can go to court, the organizations too can go to court.
Okay.
Kafuma.
Yeah.
Let me just say one thing. You said something. Let me just address to when you asked a question when the last times we got people a document from the administration. Okay. So in Mandingo go kuma for our team is in a year for.
More down for the island.
Okay. The president were sending communications to our secretaries.
Okay.
Which is Jala. In a much as because the most I talk about it, I feel that making him relevant, but it still I have to say it.
Yeah.
You understand? Yeah. It came to a point we agree upon as a board members due to the ineffectiveness of the Secretary General, which the constitutions give us the power to suspend members on the board, but not to expel. Let me repeat that again. The constitutions of Quardu Gboni members can suspend if we all decided because of Friends and All behaviors, we suspend Friends and All for 2-3 days, and you have the quorums, automatically it become legal. So there was a communications were put out there. Okay, so the board came up with the resolutions and sent it to the president, Honorable Musa Sano and his things. From today's on, our secretary, I got it, I will send it to you also if you want it. Our secretary have been suspended. If anything, documents you want to send to the board, send to the secretary and send to the co-chair or the chair. They acknowledge, they received the letter, and also said, after they are concerned, they're still going to deal with the secretaries. But they acknowledge them. You understand?
Yeah.
I called some of them personally. I talked to the VP. I got evidence to that. hey, any communications, you send it to me. I called the president and I spoke to the president, send it to me. You understand? The VP told me that I found they I consent Jala the secretary. So if every document that go to Jala from the day we suspended him is invalid. It's not important. We're not going to honor it. Reason it, we had a meeting to reinstate Jala. Simple because some of the board members as either they want to resolve the issues. You understand? And then we had a meeting because that one of the problems they're facing. Oh yeah, Leo didn't do that. It was two persons. It was Leo and the chairman. We had the vote. We were 5 and 4 members was in the meeting. After we called for a meeting, other people said they don't have the terms. Okay. So 4 went to the meeting. I had the recording. I got the numbers with the names. I can send it to you. Okay. And I asked a question: are you guys approved, or are you guys the suspension in question? Are you in support of it? Majority. Because I wanted it to be on record.
Okay.
Which I did. They went through. So as they keep sending documents, not that they're not sending information though. They're sending the information, but they refuse to send it to the authority. When somebody who is being suspended, they continue to send it. So let me just make that part clear to you.
Thank you. And you made that clear enough. Brother Frank Sano, over to you.
Let me just elaborate on that. The reason why I don't answer your question correctly, if you read the Quardu Gboni Constitution.
Professor, can you bring your camera, or you just want to show your hair?
Oh, for true?
When see you there? Oh no, come. Is it a chair too low, or they can bring the laptop?
The chair too low.
Okay, or you just had it from you don't want us to see you. Okay, go ahead.
Look, but you see my hair, right?
Yeah, I see your hair with your glasses. Your smart, clever politician glasses. Yeah.
Yeah. Look, the Constitution of Quardu Gboni, the only person on the board the Constitution talk about is the chairman of the board. There is no made mention of co-chairman.
Wow. I said wow.
Yeah, no, I'm coming to a point. There is no made mention of co-chairman. There is no made mention of secretary general. But notwithstanding, if you read our Constitution, Article 8, Article 8, Section 3,
yes,
the Constitution gave the board the right to structure its own leadership.
Yeah.
It gave the board the right to establish its own rules.
Yeah.
So the head for that is the chairman of the board. So when the suspension took place, the chairman wrote the administration that as of now, all communications should be directed to the co-chairman or the chairman. That's the right the chairman got.
But Frank, if you don't mind,
go ahead.
If you don't mind, Article 8, Section 3 of Quardu Gboni Association.
Yes.
The board shall determine the rules of proceedings, establish its membership, structure, set criteria, right, and determine cause for which and the extent to which disciplinary actions may be taken against its members. However, expulsion of any of 8 members shall be done through the National Assembly.
I said that to you earlier, right?
No, I got this from a different source. I've not received.
No, I mean I read it. No, what I'm saying.
You said it. Yeah, you said it to me. Yeah. But the reason I read this one in confirmation of what Brother Frank Sano said.
Yeah. So
because I want to ask a simple question, which is that since the board decides its own leadership, set up a structure, including disciplinary mention and all that. Yeah. So when the board eventually set up that internal structure,
Yes.
which brought Leo to prominence as the co-chair and that other guy secretary. Did the board communicate that to the administration?
Yes.
Also the
the administration is aware of that.
Okay, all right.
The administration is aware of that.
Right.
To go back on the administration is aware, and when the suspension took place,
the
administration was also notified.
Okay.
That all communications heretofore
to
be directed at Leo Sise, who is the co-chairman or the chairman. And so the responsibility of the administration is to follow that.
Okay.
It's not to defy the board and deal with the secretary. So if any communication you send to the secretary, as far as we are concerned, if they don't come to the chairman bring it on the desk of the board, we don't consider it to be anything.
Okay. So, okay, thank you, Bro Frank. I know, and Bro Frank and Bro Leo, to both of you, I don't know who wants to go first.
Yeah,
hold on, I have not read your entire constitution. I read bits and pieces of it, and in fact, I did most of the readings last night as part of my preparation for today's show.
Thank you very much.
So I want to know what corrective measure constitutionally Quardu Gboni Bo has. I'm talking about, despite us saying that, well, you don't have military, you don't have that. I get that. But are there corrective measures that the board can take, against administration? And I will be specific. For example, impeachment. So according to both of you here, this Brother Musa Sano has been violating the constitution of your organization since 2018. For God's sake, we are in 2021. So why has he been impeached? Why there hasn't been any attempt made on such? Are there any corrective measure in the constitution, since I didn't read the entire thing, that speaks to that if the man cannot do this, so he can be impeached, or can he?
He can be impeached.
Okay.
And that's the approach we are taking. The first thing for him to be impeached, we must establish the fact that he has mismanaged the organization funds.
Okay.
And other institutions have to. We, from our point, are already suspicious.
Okay.
Because he has not been following the clauses in the Constitution. So we set up an audit committee. We gave the audit committee 1 month. They asked for an extension 1 week.
Okay.
So once that audit committee report to us that they have not complied with them, then the next step is impeachment.
Okay. Leo?
Yes.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Leo just wanted. Meanwhile, we are also informing the community that whatever program they are having in New York, that convention is not something that the board approve of.
But you are quite aware that public announcement, like you said rightly, and as we all know, your public announcement will not deter the young people, the women to go socialize, right? You know that.
No, I know that.
Right. Okay.
It's not going to deter them.
Right.
Government.
Yeah.
Let me make this clear to you again. You understand? You say asking what actions would be taken. We have to follow procedures, which he just alluded to you. And not only that, as I said, we will set precedents. We will set precedent, those who believe in the constitutions. The constitution is not being respected in the Mandingo community. You know, I know that.
Right.
Somebody had to step out.
Okay.
Somebody had to prove people wrong. People are going to get upset. People will get upset. And that's human nature.
Right.
If I have to defend the constitutions, go to the authority. If I'm going to be shot by guns, that's predestinations. That means that's where Allah said one day Leo will die for cause. And which I would not regret. The constitutions have to be respected. People should not take advantage over the constitution. It becomes a norms in our community. You know why? There's nothing no actions have been taken for public to know. Okay? We will follow the procedures. I'm a due payer members. I don't need no one to support me. I've been in this country. Every day they take money, every week, every 2 weeks they take money. My lawyer takes money from my accounts to defend my family, to defend in legal things. So I don't need to put deposit down. No, I don't need that. Let me say that open on your platforms. So as I said, we're going to be procedures. Procedure. After when that fail, then we go with all of, because the Constitution gives each and every Gboni citizen, if you think its constitution are being violated. So let me just make that clear to you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks to you both. Again, folks, if you just joining us, I want to thank you for doing so. You came to the right platform, the right show. Today, I'm having the pleasure of hosting the leadership of Quardu Gboni Mandingo Association USA Board of Directors. We should have had Chairman Bay Clintosh, all of you know, many of you, if not all of you. Unfortunately, thank you, Brother Frank. You were on camera now. You are way up now. Unfortunately, the internet situation in Liberia did not allow Bay Clintosh to be a part of the conversation. And so he asked one of his colleagues, a senior constitutionalist that I've come to know from other community organizations, he asked him to join his co-chair, my own uncle Leo Sese, so they can make the case on behalf of the board. So that is the conversation we are having. Very shortly here, inshallah, I will open the phone line. If you care to participate, would appreciate that. If not, just relax and enjoy the show. Go ahead and share the show. So I want to thank you, not just you here, but you that will be joining us later, that will be sneaking in to watch the show when we are all done and settled. I know that that's what usually happens. So
why you keep saying that?
Because I can tell they don't know that the war has advanced so much that we've come such a long way technology wise. When people come, they go through other people logging, they wait after the show, they go here where you say we have a way of tracking that too, Brother Leo, but they don't know that. They think they're smart, but the war is not. There are smarter people out there.
No, anyways, but I believe those things is not. Come on a serious note.
Yeah.
If you Kafuma discusses something, I trust myself, I trust my judgment.
Yeah.
I will lock in.
Yeah.
I don't mind what people will say because that's just human nature.
Definitely.
First of all, if you see people begin to get saying words to you, making some comments,
right?
Because you have to know, as a talk show, you have to know as a community that something you say they don't like to hear.
Yeah,
that's why they call you names.
Yeah.
If you are on social media denigrating somebody's mother, you will get 1,000 people.
Definitely.
People will agree with you.
Yes.
You understand? But they will not agree with you because you're discussing constitution. They will not agree with you that the constitution that was being violated because it is not in their interest.
Right. Thank you, brother. That's well said. Thank you. You really fired up tonight. But just for the record, when Brother Amara scientist Kamara appeared on the platform a couple of weeks ago, or maybe a month or so now, because he made so many sweeping allegations, particularly about President Sano, I felt obligated to inviting him. As if you have a platform, you want to be part of the media world, if someone, comes on the show, and just tear down somebody without you having any in-depth knowledge about it, it's only fair that you give the person the opportunity to come and redeem themselves, to speak to the issues. And I have done that. I made several attempts to reach out to Brother Sano, the President Musa Sano. We found conversation going back and forward. At one point, he was going to think about it, and then, there was election time coming. He didn't want to violate the election guidelines. I said, no, as far as I know, there are no guidelines here. More besides, you are the sitting president. Just speak to your administration's work, the allegations that will labor against you without campaigning. I tried to explain all these things to him in the final analysis. The last thing I heard from him was that he has a team of consultants. So he was going to go consult his people, and see if they will let him come on my platform. So since then, I've not heard from him. But let me publicly invite him here again. Let me say, Brother Musa Sano, Brother, you and I have spoken a few times. This platform is available to you. As I know. Anytime you want to come and speak to the issues confronting your community, our community, I don't have to be from Quardu Gboni to have a stake in it. Anything that belongs to one Mandingo man belongs to all Mandingo people. All right? So that's why when the radio project came, when all the other Quardu Gboni important issues come, we all over it. So Quardu Gboni belongs to us, indirectly, by extension. So you are more than welcome to come on my show or any other show. I heard he went to Brother Sanusi Keita's show, and that's fine. If that's where you feel comfortable going to address your issues, you just got to speak out. That's all I ask you to do. I bet you before I know. Yeah.
Let me just join in there. Let me say. No, this is a nice conversation.
Mm-hmm.
You see the president?
Yeah.
He's my childhood friend. I know him. Mm-hmm. But this is an unfortunate thing.
Mm-hmm.
Coming on your platforms,
mm-hmm.
That's my personal opinions.
Okay.
I might be wrong. The perceptions
mm-hmm.
about you,
mm-hmm.
you will not come.
Right now.
Yeah.
Because yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
The conversation we're having tonight,
yeah,
people are gonna get hurt.
Yeah.
Not physically,
mm-hmm.
more emotionally, mentally, they're
mm-hmm.
gonna get hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Because the word we're saying is not resonating to them.
Mm-hmm.
The word they want to hear, they're not getting that.
Mm-hmm.
So if you invited the president,
mm-hmm.
we're all, I don't think it should be even thinking about it.
Right.
Come on, let me say a common example. If they say Leo Cisse is the best player,
you're
going to Messi. If Messi won Leo Cisse. And Messi said before Leo Cisse play on our teams, on Saturday, Leo Cisse must come and practice with or come prove. If I know within myself, I got the talents, I'm competent. You understand? I got a technical know-how to score the goal from the left, from the right. I will be eager for the day to break because I want to go prove points. What I mean by that?
Right.
What I mean by that?
Yeah.
If the president, everyone will love him. He's doing a great job. This is the first time in his stories that Quardu have said, if you believe in the ideology, if you trust within yourself, that is true. Why will you be hesitant to appear on Kafoma show? Or why will you be hesitant that you cannot deal with the auditors?
Yeah, that's true. And that's true, bro, Leo. And honestly, just to wrap up on that invitation thing, I gave in to the extent that at one point I showed him that if you just want to come and speak to the issues that were raised by your would-be opponent, you don't want me to ask you a question, that's fine too. You can just come and talk. I'll just open the show, you give speech. Speak to the issues without.
And you will not be fair to your audience.
No, I'm just saying. But
you will not be fair to your audience.
Anyway, let's make progress. Yeah.
Kafuma, look, my brother, the President Musa Sano, I have not appeared on Lubama. He has not appeared on any show.
I heard you appear on the.
No, he has not. That, I'm not aware of that. He has not. Look, let me tell you, he's not going to appear. He can have his own video live Facebook, but to face people like you or maybe Sanusi, where he will be asked questions, you know, these things we're saying are not our opinion.
Right.
In the Constitution, I have told people I will never ever say anything about either Quardu Gboni or Femusa that is not embedded or is not written in the Constitution. The president has deliberately refused to follow our Constitution. And the sad thing is, he got supporters. But, like I said, history will hold all of us accountable tomorrow. And you know, to Leo's point, There are people in the community who say, oh, you know, President Musa Sano is the best president. But if you are the best president, why you would be afraid to go to audit? If your books are clear, if you are doing the right thing, you can come on the show and say, you know why? What the boy is saying is not true. You can talk to him and you look at the Constitution and ask him this question. If these things are done, they are not done, but the community is the way it is. And you have people who will blindly follow you, whether you do the right thing, you do the wrong thing, or they want to go and dance. That's it.
I like that line. It is the way it is. But here's a difficult one for you both, though. When I'm sorry, I keep making reference to the boy who was here because you know I know he spoke a lot. He said a lot. Oh yeah, when he made the accusations, including people cashing up money, cash up through the president's personal phone number, cash up information and all that. He went further to also indict you, the board member, your board. He said you were in cahoots, that the board is equally guilty for the corruption, the corrupt practices of the association. Now, when I dug a little deeper, when I pushed a little harder, I think my understanding was that you've been too silent, and your silence might have been interpreted as being your consent. So you were aiding and abetting. So to that end, my question to you both, why are you speaking out now? That man has been in violation since 2018. So why are we hearing more from you now than we did last year or the year before?
You see, Kafumba.
Yeah.
I follow that show. I follow the conversation you had with our junior brother, Amaral Scientist Kamara.
Yeah.
And you are right. He indicted the bull. And he's right. I agree with him. There is no if and but about it. The bull should have been as prompt from day one to hold the administration feet to the fire. But if you read our constitution, it is in the constitution of Quardu Gboni that the elders have a role to play. That is what silenced us. Because when we raised the concern, it's not that we did not see the problem. We saw the problem. First of all, we engaged in diplomacy. We wanted to have it resolved behind closed door. We went to the president's house. The elders invited us. We went there. From there, there was another meeting scheduled to come to my house. We tried all the approaches. It didn't work. And then the elders got involved again. The elders asked us to exercise restraint that they will handle this issue. We work with the elders. We allow the elders to drag us. And in the end, the elders themselves did not receive any cooperation from the executive leadership. In fact, while the elders were even doing their work, he realized that the elders are no longer supporting what he's doing. He left that group. He constituted another elder group.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
He constituted another elder group. So the other people also were feeling that, look, what is happening? This guy, what's wrong with him? I personally spoke to him on that issue. So the elders finally told us, look, the board, do your work. We have tried. And though it's late, but we don't want history.
Okay.
We don't want other people to say, look, the board aided in this process. Though we were silent, but we were silent because of the intervention of the elders.
Okay.
Now we have to come out.
Right.
Whatever accession Salia, scientist, said on your show, he's right.
Okay.
It shouldn't have been like that.
Right.
This is why, and this is the reason why the young men have not recognized, because I respect him a lot. I really like his guy. You know, as a young man, he wants to practice following the law. He has not submitted his application here, his supporters, for those that want to run on his ticket. He has not supported.
He just took my next question out of my mouth concerning his registration. No, that's fine. No, that's fine. That's fine. It had to do with his registration. So I learned about that. I learned that he has now submitted application to the election commission that's been set up by Brother Sano and the convention committee. So now, if he's following the law by refusing to do so, and we have all agreed here many times now that there's still the ignorance majority, so to speak, the people, I don't mean majority in a demeaning way, but if you don't know something, you are ignorant to that matter, right? But people who don't read the Constitution and not following all the issues on 40, they are going to jam the hall in New Jersey or wherever the events will go. They are going to have unfortunately, another quasi so-called election, unified selection, and that may be to the disadvantage of the young man who's there following the law. So what happens to him there? At what point in time do we correct all these wrongs?
Yeah, but before then, no, friend, let me jump in there. And I just told you earlier today.
Yeah.
Every Quardu Gboni citizen got the right. Before we reach to that, don't underestimate anyone.
Okay.
What I mean by that, I will be judged tomorrow. People will point at my family. I will stand for the Constitution because I told oath to defend the Constitutions. For me, I'm speaking as a acting chair right now. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadi, we understand that. And the elder are looking at it, and like what he just said, the elder, we have tried our best to engage them. One of the elder, when they he just stated, like the new elder committee he set up, they told us in the meeting, Monbaba Fofana was the chairman for the new elder committee. When we had the meeting to former President House, he alluded. He said, "No, I am not." He said, "I'm not." He said, "You call him." And I spoke to the chaplain. The man who you say you're the new elect, he just said he doesn't have no idea about that. He make it clearly. So if people think, yeah, like what you just said, well, majority will go there. Okay, how do you know majority going to go there? How do you know the convention going to go? Are you guessing or just your opinions? Because we got 2 more weeks. Okay. No underestimate anyone's. I can go to New Jersey, as I told you, Eddie. I don't need to pay lawyers when they be taking all of my paychecks to proceed, even if I'm wrong. But at least I set that precedence. So don't say
I'm lost. Are you in simple term? Are you threatening legal action to stop?
It is not a threat. It is not a threat.
Okay. What is it then?
It is promise.
Okay. So promise, not a threat. Okay. So okay. Have you learned it? Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So bro, Frank.
Let me just share my take on that. Look, I respect the young men.
Right.
If they go ahead and violate and visibly go ahead and do whatever they do over there, I told you previously, we will not recognize that.
Right.
Because it is not in line with our Constitution. And thereafter, I can work with the young men to make sure that my rights, his rights are respected.
Okay.
If that means that we have to engage in litigation or lawsuit, so be it. The Constitution gave us that right. So yes, it's not going to be like that. We're going to make sure that, look, we will have to take some corrective measures. In the interest of our community, we have to engage the law or we'll revise what has been done.
Okay. So hypothetically, I don't ask a lot of hypothetical questions, but I want to ask one of you. So assuming that they went ahead with everything as appears, the world at this point, and let's say I know, but Musa Sano still wants to maintain power. But hypothetically, if they were to put a different leadership in place, If you were to decide, I'm conducting an election that's now been sanctioned by the board because he has not submitted any financial report or a penny audit, he has not submitted to any of that. But if he went ahead and organized an election and he picked someone because those other people are refusing to submit to his established election commission, commission, and then someone else is elected and that person comes back to you folks and say, look, that was Brother Musa Sano, not me. Would you folks please work with me? I'm willing to be transparent. I'm willing to submit to the board. I'm willing to do everything that's required of me. What would you do then?
Look, Kafuma, the first and foremost thing is anybody who engages himself in an act that is not in line with the Constitution, whatever result comes from there is unconstitutional. Are you hearing me?
The fruit of the personal tree, yeah.
Yeah. So whoever goes to New York and participate, quote unquote, in that process, this is not about Musa Sano. It can be any other person. Once the constitutional requirements are not met, the election commission names are not submitted to the board confirm it, and there is an audit, everything is clear. It has to, even if the Mamadi Traore, Musa Kurumao, Luseni Kurumao, it don't have to be Musa Sano, it will be null and void. We will not accept it until the right approach, the Constitution, is followed. So it's not about Musa Sano, it's about following the Constitution. Look, Kafuma, we can't continue doing this in our community.
I hope not.
It's very sad.
Right.
We can't go anywhere. We're not going anywhere.
Right.
People will dance. Look, people will dance. There are people dancing in Philadelphia right now. It's not going anywhere.
Right.
People will dance. They will go around and dance, but they will not go anywhere. There is no way. There is no way. Look, let me tell you something. Falsehood. There are a lot of people that can come around and dance around falsehood, but it doesn't have strong foundation. It will fall apart. It will take a year. It can take 2 years. It can take 3 years. It can take 4 years, but it will crumble. It will crush. On the truth will survive.
Absolutely.
And you know the reason why truth will survive? Even if that one person, you stand on the truth, you support the truth, Allah is with you. Because Allah's name is the truth. Allah support the truth. Allah doesn't falsehood. So falsehood is being guarded, it's been supported by Satan. That's why you see a lot of people going there.
Wow. Say no more. I think you've said that part you've just wrap up. I really like those lines, Brother Frank Sano. Yes, indeed, truth will always survive, no matter how long it takes. But I just got a text message. Somebody texted me to say that you both are wasting your time here because even your wives at home support Brother Musa Sano because he's so popular. He has a way of
that's a good one right there.
I know, right? They say the man is good at calling people, checking on them. They say you can talk all you want, but if you check with your wife, you support that is supporting
Kafuma,
yeah.
On a serious note, let me just jump into that as I said. Even this is America.
Right.
I cannot stop my wife or anybody that connected to me that they want to go to the programs. I cannot stop that. I believe the only person like maybe, and which is even if my sons, but who I am, my positions, I will be judged tomorrow. If it is not done right, I will not support it. The next person that comes, immediately you call me, I will respect your call and tell you, I wish you the best. Because you know why, Kafuma? I will be judged tomorrow. People who owe me accountable tomorrow. Because when you say accountability, transparency, you are an enemy of the state in our community today. Kafuma, if you call me right now and say, Leo, I can tell you 3 years now ago, Leo, when you from the time you be doing torture, you be collecting money, you been doing it, I want to order you. I swear to God, be the happier persons. Because I got evidence to prove. When I do that, I feel comfortable. When I take people money, I take money for reasons that I owe them. Even somebody who does not contribute to me, when they ask me a question, it is my responsibility to answer that question to that individual. You don't have to pay to me. So it is so sad when you see a smart student bringing young folks who look at the reality, but they cannot speak up because they love these persons. So when it comes to that, like I said, community thing, we will contribute. When they say after the whole rig my rule, let me just join you. Look at common example, Kafuma Lima, $12,820. You must quote from me. There's no accountability. 12,800.
Let me write that down. 12,000.
$820. There's no accountability. I bet anyone. I bet any Pennsylvania to come out to challenge me. $12,820. Not only that, we set an audit committee. Who initiated it? Leo Sese initiated it. I brought 3 persons to be on the audit committee. They said no, they told 2. The audit committee was set up. The report, as I'm speaking to you, I have it. In the report telling you an individual will drop money with all approvals. Money was borrowed, no names. As we speak right now. When Leo says, I stood on my feet. I left work. I left my family. I stood on the gate. They said, Leo, only you we trusted. We want you to be. I said, then no, I said, we got to set precedent. You got to tell me exactly who will go in, who will not go in. One day we raised almost $5,000 for me. Everything I'm telling you, I got it with me. The second day, the same way. The famous girl, $8,000, $6,000 cash. As we speak now, there's no accountability of $12,820. I've been saying it more than a year. Guess what? People say, oh, my man, I always say administration. I just want to get some clarity to you to know that these are things you don't know. Let me say it on your platform.
I'm afraid, brother Frank Sano, bro. It seems like the Mandingo community at large is in big trouble. I mean, it's like this is a story everywhere. This is a story everywhere you turn. What is the stolen $4,000 from MMA account here, stolen that can't be accounted for, or the one you just unveiled in Philadelphia, or the Quardu Gboni, everywhere you turn. So I think I really don't know, but I thought our old folks, our fathers, our great grandfathers, great grandfathers, they were so honest. They worked so hard. They prayed for us so much. They made so many. They made so many sacrifices so that their offsprings, so that us, you, me, and all of our other brothers and sisters, included, will do better than they did. Unfortunately, it looks like the opposite is becoming prevalent. The opposite of doing good. No, we are not making progress. That's really sad. And when you think about, I don't have much fight about this $12,820 about Lima, but I'm concerned about the fact that it wasn't a year or last year when they were supposed to have an election with Usman Dukle and somebody else, and then up to now, that election has been halted. What's constitutional about that? What's constitutional about that?
You want to invite, if you want to invite on that, we discuss that. We can do that another day because we don't want to jump into when you're ready, every information you want, when it comes to that $12,820, call upon me. I will send it to you, and then you can ask me any question that you want.
Inshallah. So, Brother Frank, it's Quardu Gboni Association. Is it a 501c3 organization? I believe it is. Is it?
Yeah, it is. It is.
Okay. So yeah.
Kafuma, you said something that is touched my heart just now.
Okay.
Look, our old people prayer, inshallah, will not go in vain.
Right.
They are in life. Sometimes there are certain things that need to be battled. And eventually, by the help of Allah, we will get there. But let me just remind you, my brother, growing up in Liberia, we never had a lot of banks in Liberia those days.
No. No.
We never had a lot of banks. But you know why? Our other brothers on the other side, the rest of the other tribes, the Loma, the Kisi, the Pele, the Bende, their banks were our parents.
Yes, most of them. Yep.
Most of them.
Yeah.
They used to when they harvest the cocoa, they harvest, they sell it, the money. They tie it in piece of cloth. They will bring it to our parents and say, Molly, please keep this money for me.
Yeah.
And nobody will be there.
Yeah.
Only between they and our parents. One.
Yeah.
Allah is their witness.
Right.
And our parents, the day they come for the money, our parents will give it to them. The way the money was tied, they will give them in the exact way. That was the Mandingo people. But your generation, Kakumba, is a third generation. Your generation, we are afraid.
Yeah.
You know what is happening.
Yeah.
The moment you entrust them with leadership, they see money with it. They don't believe in accountability.
Yeah.
They don't believe in transparency.
Yeah.
And yet instead, they want to make progress. You cannot.
No.
You cannot make progress. What Leo is saying, maybe another day we can discuss that, but it's true.
I think it's absolutely necessary, because when you think about when you think about,
just to respond to the brother who said, I'm wasting my time. No, my wife will not be there. My wife will not go to that program.
when you think about what is the unaccounted for $32,000 or the $18,000, or the stolen $4,000 in Minnesota, or now the $12,800 in Pennsylvania, and now the money that Brother Musa Sano of Quardu Gboni is believed to have received that he does not want to account for. It's just mind-boggling. What the hell is going on? What have we done?
You know what, Kafumba? They are all united in that behavior. You see them in Philadelphia right now, they're all dancing behind each other.
Yeah.
They're dancing behind
each
other.
Yeah, Kafumba.
Yeah.
On a serious note, on a serious note, right?
Yeah, let Frank conclude. Yeah, go ahead.
Something, Kafumba.
Yeah.
If we're looking at this from blood relation, if it is not for the interest of the community, I will be here advocating and supporting President Musa Sano, because he's my brother, Sano to Sano.
Exactly, yeah.
He is.
And he's a childhood friend to Leo too. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he is.
You know why? The community is paramount. If this community succeed, if we succeed, we all will benefit from it. But we will not allow one person to drag us down. So we will speak.
Yeah.
And there are people who are listening. And Kafumba, what troubles me a lot, the same way you can see the brothers after the show, they will go and listen to us, and they don't want to come here. Some of them do call me. Some of them do come to me and say, look, Mr. Sano, Mr. Frank Sano, the thing you say is true. We're wrong. But let's just work together now.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
Let's just go there. I said, no, we can do that. If you want us to work together, then go openly and admit you're wrong.
Yeah.
Tell the community that you're wrong. You did this is wrong. And then we can sit down and discuss this issue, how we can correct it. Then they will say, but that is difficult. Then I tell them that it's difficult for me to join you like this. But what Leo is saying about Pennsylvania is true. It's true. It's true.
Wow.
There's there that have not been accounted for. Yeah.
You see? Kafumba.
Yeah.
And and these are the people who organizing these programs here.
Yeah, Leo, you want to say something?
Yeah, is it on a serious note? This community, will not like you. They will not like Fred Sana. They will not like Leo. Why you think people call me troublemaker? Why you think they call me controversial? It's just simple things. So, like you always say, like you just said, people will go to the convention. Yeah, they will go. And on my podcast, you look at it, I keep saying it. I have no power to stop anyone. I don't have that power. I can only exercise my right as a citizen of Quardu Gboni. And then the same people will kind of start complaining, start crying. Kafuma, we are suffering a lot in this community. People will curse our mother, our father. We're not getting paid from it. Kafuma, why we can't do the right things?
I know.
Why making it so difficult? Go ahead.
Do you guys care? I know I shouldn't be asking you this, but can any of you give us a very quick update on Quardu Gboni radio project? Because
I can give you that.
I thought that project should have been completed by now.
Okay, I can give you that. I told you. Yeah. I'm our impromptu guest tonight, but it doesn't matter. I don't have a PhD. I don't have a master's degree. I didn't graduate from high school, but I use common sense.
Okay.
Not taking me through. This is it. Radio projects, it were being politicized.
Politicized? By whom? By whom?
By some members of Quardu Gboni.
Okay.
I will give you some duties. Even the president, Lassana Traoré, I told them, and the good thing about it, Kafuma, anything I say at the end of the day can come pass. What I mean by that, we went to a meeting in the secretary house. We were going to start the projects. There were 14 board members was in that meeting. And I told them, I'm telling you today again, maybe friends are not, honorable friends are not there. The paper come from Liberia, they call the paper the Tanchi or whatever they call it. It can't paper na fadi. Paper ya beaucoup never sion. Min de law. Ko samaka Gboni so. Ko adio komini ma la law. Doru bro ko siku ko na fola ala fa mo doru ye. Ko lot of back dure. Samon Dukal which is the travelers today. We go ko fa law we are. Abe mo for na butu en direct. So I komi I had that blabini. All of 14 members that was in the meeting, I was the only person saying. I said, Mr. President, if I was you, I would take a state decision for the betterment of the community. Today, everyone will not support you. But for the future, people will say yes. They all agree, Kwamala law. Because the paper finished talking.
So why has the decision were you recommending? You wanted
I was recommending
for you to move forward? Yeah.
We should move forward.
Okay.
My recommendation was to move forward because that perception, my goal was to build the radio stations.
Okay.
I drove from state to state. I was not part of the committee. My car was being used as spend gear to raise money. You understand? Then most ability to call all matters shows. The chairman went to Liberia, Quardu Gboni chairman. You went, you saw all the materials. You went online to open it because the perceptions of some brother that we think within ourselves, they are smart brothers, elders, for them to make that sound decisions, but they couldn't make that sound decision. They were being carried away by presidents. That, oh, yeah, every man what he do. Every man what he do. Every man what he do. They came to a point, Joseph Sako have to call meeting to a hall to negotiate between me and Vafle Jordan.
Concerning the Quardu Gboni radio?
Yes. Because when he came on social media, he said, every man what you do, he pay $500, you do, and I say I challenge him. Because everyone that pay, I got a roster. He said he paid $500, I said he didn't pay $500. But you see, right there, guess what happened? My family in Liberia begin to receive call. Family member in America begin to receive call. Because I disagree with Honorable Vavli Dore, because I said he did not pay money. I received multiple calls and I told them, do whatever you want to do. They realized it was wrong.
Okay.
You understand? And then the radio project, as we speak now, the information I know, the frequency have been given to them already. There's some project is going on that I'm aware of. But it was politicized between Honorable Mayamu and Silver College.
Wow.
I want to get, yes.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for that quick update.
Can I just throw a little light on that issue?
Please do, before we're about to wrap up here. So quickly, go ahead and throw a little light on it.
You know, like Leo said, the radio project underwent a lot of challenges from the district, from politicians. But alhamdulillah, where we are today, the government has okayed and given us all necessary rights to operate the frequency and everything. And as we speak, the structure is up, is on the, I think it's up to roof level now.
Okay.
So we are fine. We are going little by little. By the help of Allah, we will be coming back. Because you are radio man, you are more knowledgeable in that area. We'll be coming back to you guys to see what we can do to put more funds together. But inshallah, from now to December, we will have a radio station.
Oh, from now to December?
Inshallah.
Oh, wow, that's good. Yeah. August is ending, so that's really not far at all. I'm really happy that I asked that question. That's a good update. Thank you to you both. So here's my final question before we call it a day. We can wrap up. It's been 2 hours.
Yes.
And I think it's been a great discussion. But so please, let me reiterate this. Anytime you have the need, so you need to appear on LDF, don't hesitate. Let me know. We'll make time. We'll come on this platform and discuss critical issues. There was a time I tried to step away, from the show thing. Bro, Frank Sano, Leo, you are all, witness to that. In fact, you, bro, Frank Sano, in particular, a few other people will not accept that. You push and push and push to make sure that LDF was there when you need it. So it is there for all who needs it. You need it, let us know. We'll make the platform available to you so you can make your case. The question I want to ask lastly, before I come back to you for your closing remarks, has to do with the kind of leadership, the kind of people that all of our Mandingo community have come to elect to leadership, the kind of individuals. Now, I know all we do is to put up some kind of, few people together, we call election commissioners, and then registration is open to all, especially people who are in good financial standing, or if they are not, oftentimes we are so lenient and so flexible, they are allowed to make bulk payments, in order to be in good standing, and then they can apply and be president. But my question is, though, when you look at what it is from FEMUSA level, where 2 former presidents were accused, almost indicted, by different audit committee, one $30,000 unaccounted for, another one $18,000, out of Minnesota, unaccounted for, can't explain, can't provide any documentation. And then you're looking at Lima situation, $12,820 that you just brought to my attention. We don't know how many, but Musa Sano situation will be because he has not even submitted to audit committee. My question is, what do you both think about changing the format of election commission, or maybe not just election commissions or commissioners, but isn't there a need to do a little bit of background check on people, who they truly are in terms of their work habit, their financial management, or those kind of things? Otherwise, we are in big trouble, because at the end of the day, none of these organizations can function without money. And if we have people who got trust issue, who got problem with money, people will raise money in the name of the organization and then the money disappear unaccounted for. People writing their own receipt. Like you said, Brother Frank Sano, we are in big trouble. So again, let me reiterate that I think it's my opinion that maybe, just maybe, it is about time that our would-be election commissioners have an other body or some skill that will require them to do some little digging behind would-be aspirants, would-be candidates. Ask friends, ask old friends, ask enemies. Ask them to send you maybe even whatever documentation that's logical enough to determine their responsibility when it comes to financial management. See their bills, how far they've been behind on their bills. See how far, all these kind of things. I'm not saying we can get, maybe if possible, let them even credit report. What do you think, Brother Frank Sano?
Yeah, let him finish.
Kafumba, I mean, you said it better. I agree with you absolutely. We need, we can't stop participating in organization. We are human beings. We need organization. But yes, we must be very careful with regards to who we can elect. Maybe we need to relook at our constitution and put in other requirements.
Right.
It should not only be your first degree or second or master's.
Yeah.
I think we should go beyond that.
Yeah.
We should do in thorough background investigation. And background investigation itself is not enough. Those who are vying for position, we must include in our constitution that they should bring collateral
to
the organization, so that can be given to the board for safekeeping, just in case if you invest or any money. And we should also start this ATM business. They mark card.
Right.
Stop. Constitutionally, we should stop it. No president should have access to any mark card. Then, normally in most of our organizations, you have the president, you have the financial secretary, you have the treasurer named on the account. We need, when we elect our leaders, we need to include maybe the board chairman, 2 persons from the board, or 1 person from the executive, and go to the bank. Not just it being in the constitution, go to the bank, whichever bank we open account with, go to the bank and made it very clear to the leadership of the bank that until these 3 people's signature can be on a check, do not honor it. I mean, we do it that way to minimize this mismanagement in our organization.
Right.
We have to go beyond where we are. And maybe if we do that, with thorough background, even bills, like what you said, check everything. Because a lot of the time, look, our leaders we elect, we know each other in the community.
Yeah.
And when we talk to each other behind the scene, you will hear that they will tell you, say, that man not even working.
Yeah.
That man, from the time he became president, he's not working.
Yeah.
Or that man, he got so much responsibility, he alone working, the wife not working.
Yeah.
He's behind his bill. And the man behind bill, definitely he get cash somewhere.
Yeah.
He could be tempted.
Right.
To fool himself, to say, no, you know why? Let me go take 1,000 tomorrow. I will
You want to put it up or upload it down?
Leo, you can mute yourself. I'm telling Leo to mute himself. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, they will be doing that until the amount is huge. Then they will refuse to comply with the board or any other institution, and then we have problem in the community. So I do agree with you. We need to go beyond this.
Yeah.
We need to evaluate the characters that are coming for leadership. It should not only be education. It should be a lot of things, factors that we should bring to book now, because this is too much.
Right.
It's too much.
Yeah.
And you know why? Because we have a group who believe in this mamaya. You know, I can't believe it. We have a group who believe in this mamaya. They don't care. The other people will call you. They will call you on your phone and say, look, Papa, everything you say, or Kafuma, everything you say is true. But our community now, that Mandingo is in. I don't know who told them that Mandingo people are honest people, not honest people.
Yeah.
You understand? So you are right. I agree with you, Kafuma.
Thank you. About Brother Leo.
Yeah.
So how about your take on that, and also, but if I may, your take on the last issue I raised as far as the kind of quality of people that we elect to leadership. If you want to embed that in your closing remark, and then we can just come back to for his closing remark. Yeah.
Everything is about honesty. You understand?
Yeah.
Like what people friends are not saying, Kafuma. We need to look at people who to be our leader. Leo may not be qualified.
Yeah.
Why do you want to support Leo? Because you have friends with him. We need to be honest. First thing in the community is honesty.
Yeah.
If Leo is not qualified, why you support Leo? For God's sake, Kafuma. I mean, it doesn't make no sense to me.
Right.
It doesn't make no sense. And then somebody who look at track records, Kafuma. In a much Leo does not have a master's degree, PhD, but look at common example. Look at your track record in Philadelphia. I've been in Philadelphia for more than 20 years now. I dare anyone to come put their hands out. They say, Leo not take $20 from me. Or Najulu Leola. I mean, on a community level.
Right.
Let somebody come on, Mosokolo, Denilo, Chemolo, come from me for year. You have stole money from me. Somebody have them into business, you corrupt that persons. Challenge anyone. So when I'm speaking, I speak with authorities. I speak with volumes. But today, you're going to choose somebody to be a leader for God's sake, Kafuma. You know within yourself, he or she does not qualify to lead the community. But because you love that presence, and then you're going to support that. Then at the end of the day, you come back to zeros.
Okay.
Honestly, Kafuma. And if we not do that,
Leo, hold on a second. I think I just been corrected. But somebody just tested me that I've been corrected. I'm talking about time, and it is time. It's past time actually. But the correction that's been made, that I had promised that I was going to open up the line, and I've not said that.
Okay.
So I would allocate 5 minutes. I mean, at most 5. I mean, depending. So yeah, to you, who the tester who tested me, and all and the rest of you who are viewing us from wherever you are, your lines are open. Feel free to call. So let me tell my funny. Feel free to jump in. We've been having conversation about Quardu Gboni.
2 hours now.
Yeah, 2 hours. 2 hours
Yeah.
and a couple of minutes. So I think we have dealt with this issue to the best. I mean, if you ask me, we've exhausted the issue.
Yeah.
If for some reason you feel that we left for something, there's something you keep expecting to hear, or rather there's something you heard that's offensive or not pleasing or not so clear that you need clarity on, or you have just simply concern, comments, concern, whatever it is, whatever they are, be my guest. Give us a call. The number is right before me, right before my name. It is 612-481-5130. Let me repeat that. The numbers to call are 612-481-5130. Call that number. If on the other hand, you view us from out of the country, in Liberia maybe, because I see a few people here from Liberia, and then from Guinea as well. If you are outside the country and you want to call, please don't call me on my messenger, because that's what I'm having a live show on. You want to call me on WhatsApp with the number I just called to you rather. All you have to do is add +1, right? +1 612-481-5130. When you call, when you call those numbers, yeah.
Before somebody call, let me just say, you see, Eula Labrador Association in Pennsylvania, Eula,
yeah.
A couple of weeks ago, the chairman,
yeah,
they took her as a female. You know what she did?
No.
Because she went against the Constitution.
Uh-huh.
There was no noise.
They did what?
A couple of weeks ago,
yeah,
the lady,
the
chairman from Utah, they took her from there.
Okay.
You know why? Because she violated the Constitution. They had no alternative but to move her from there. And there was no noise. There was no noise. Only someone who connected to them we know.
Right. Oh, but don't try that with the Mandingo community. They're not going away.
I be far.
Yeah. They will fight you to their last breath come out. They don't do that in the Mandingo community. You see, the thing, I have also, there's been a point where I have been of the opinion that maybe we should eliminate all the constitution thing in the Mandingo. Let's just have the one they used to have, Mamayade, Bengadi.
I told you from the get-go today, Mandingo organization, and even yesterday, anywhere I go, even on Wula, I said, you left forget about the Constitution.
Yeah, once you leave that one out, you will find out that
everything will go smooth.
All the issues that we have, you will not have there. Because then you can raise money and eat it and do it. As long as people stay comfortable with that, then you will not find, people like Brother Frank Sano, myself, Brother Mohammed Kamara in Dallas, or reasonably, objective-minded people coming after you to criticize you for doing the wrong thing. Let us eliminate Constitution, because apparently has now worked for us as Mandingo people.
And
it doesn't work now. It has now worked.
Yeah, and the thing about it too, educated people,
yeah,
they take their time, effort. So who na kala mikala butu, ebe wo condemn kerevi. Imagine kafana and sleepless night. Because America sulo. Sleepless night. I think the hangi see. Who na bala mikala lebe na wulo. You know what I've been to help with them.
Yeah, but
if someone will believe in it, will follow the people who they believe in it. If somebody who doesn't believe in it, like me now, after the whole Quardu Gboni thing, why should I waste my time? When they got 1,000 people I can help. I'm trying to get my own NGO to help innocent, privileged children that cannot afford.
Right.
I will get blessed in Dunya and Kiyama instead of me wasting my time. Something can't be done right.
Yeah. Okay. But Frank Sano.
Yeah.
Your final thoughts. Actually, we're gonna wrap this, so I got somebody waiting for me upstairs. So your final thoughts, yeah.
My final thought is this: we are calling on the citizens of Quardu Gboni to not to go to the convention until they go okay it.
Okay.
Until we inform the community that the president is clear with the audit, that all of us on the board, we are satisfied. When we do that, then we will encourage people to go to the convention.
Okay.
We are doing this. It's not personal. It is our constitutional obligation as board members to ensure that the Constitution is respected. And by the way, the President Musa Sano is a member of the Constitution Review Committee. He wrote this thing that we are saying, look, you got to follow it. The president is in a lot of violations. And based on that, we cannot okay the convention. All of what he's doing is not in line with the board mandate, is not in line with the Constitution. And so we are asking that nobody attend that program until he meets the requirement of the Constitution.
Okay, a very clear and concise message. I hope Brother Musa Sano is listening. Leo, your final thoughts.
I want to say thanks and appreciation to excuse me, to everyone that followed tonight. If you will be offended by us, our utterances, we want you to forgive us. We Mandingo, we Muslim to all our Christian brothers. The Bible says, forgive me 70 times 7. If you think you were being offended by Kafumba or me, or colors, we want you to forgive us. And one message I want to say, as a chairman, acting chairman of Quardu Gboni Association, every activities, every information is on social media. It's not being approved by the board. We will leave it as it is until all of us follow. Once again, Kafuma, I want to tell you thank you so much for your impromptu invitation that was sent to me.
And you live up to our expectation, actually beyond the expectation for an impromptu guest. Usually other people will do a lot of research, a lot of preparation, but I'm really excited. I'm honored that you didn't disappoint us. Every information that we needed, you provided it, and thanks to you, the rest of your fellow board members, to all of our viewers and would-be viewers after the show. And so again, our platforms are available to anybody who think that they have something that other people need to hear. Anything of substance that you think we must hear, be my guest. Give me a call. I know the people, a group contacted me last night from Bon Mines. They said they have a Bon Mines Association of USA.
Yes.
And they're bringing their convention to Minnesota this year. I forgot what the guy's name is, so he sent me several messages. He wanted my number. They want to come on the show to promote their show, to talk about their upcoming convention. So you can be like them. Let us know what you have coming out, what you want to talk about. And I too, with time, I will find other people to bring them on so we can discuss some very important issues. That being said, I will find. Then I need to find some of these are very, community members who are, who've been challenged. Their core values, people who stand for the right thing, who stand for accountability, people who stand for justice, people who stand for unity in transparency, unity in fairness. I need to find those people too and bring them so we can have general conversation. Somebody, like I said, between last night and today, I've got at least 11, I think it's gone up to 13 people inboxing me now. 13 is not a lot. It's not a lot of people, but it can be. I've contacted me. Can we talk about Philadelphia? I said, what is there to talk about? What is there? What do you want to talk about it? I said, no. I mean, for one thing, to have any conversation along those lines, in my opinion, somehow you be legitimizing, some illegal, gathering or, whatever it is. So, I'm not, at least at this point, I've not made a decision on that until those people give me compelling reasons as to why it is worth my time, as to why it is worth their time for us to come here and sit down and talk about it. Yeah, Brother Sano, you call my name.
Yeah, the chairman, Bill Clinton, just inboxed me. He wants us to inform the general public, particularly the Gboni community, that on August the 26th, there will be a final decision by the board to inform them about the status of whatever convention they are to have. So he just want there will be a public hearing.
Okay. There you go. So further announcement from Gboni folks. Thanks to all of you for being here, and please join us every time we invite you. We come on this show because you come to view us, and you come view us because we come sit here to talk for you to hear. So it's a teamwork. You will never have a host unless you have audience. You can't have an audience unless you have a host. So it's a team effort. So thanks to all of you. Let's call it a night and get ready for our work week beginning tomorrow, inshallah. So,
all right, brother.
So, all right.
This country is time for education. It's about what the Nigerian people need. Our needs and wants. The leader that can provide all the best praise. Look at your homes. Look at your villages. You are living in huts. If book and English can develop country, Nigeria is supposed to be the best country in the world.
Imagine that. It's not about
Rastafari. So reggaeton that. Blessed greetings to you, Mama Rita. I wish you a happy and a glorious birthday. With one blow, Rastafari. Hello, 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 Mama Rita. Hello, 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 Mama Rita. It's a birthday. Hello, 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 hello. Rastafari.
If you want to, in a sense, eliminate corruption in a society, and we all want to eliminate corruption in a society.
We're forgetting that we need each other. We're forgetting that we need to look out for each other. We're forgetting that except the least of us is taken care of, that the best of us cannot survive. We're forgetting that it's one world and it's a very small world. I've traveled across all the continents, and I can tell you, we need each other. It's such a small world that if we don't learn to love and respect ourselves and forget those things that we think are important but are actually unimportant, and if we do not have the courage to speak up when we should, then we set every one of us up for trouble. Take a child from every local environment in this world, no matter their tribe, the color of their skin, their language, or where they come from. Put them all in one room, and you would find them as a team, playing together, supporting each other, except you teach them otherwise. They will work together to solve every problem that you give to them. That's what we need to be. We need to go back to being children of the world again. We need to be a people who believe in love, in faith, in kindness, in caring for our neighbors in a way that together we can find the solution of the world. We need to understand that not a single one of us is an island to itself, that every single one of us holds a piece of what is required to build the right world where we can all survive. Whether you're a business person or you're a career person or you're someone.
All right, folks. It's been a pleasing pleasure to have all of you here. We have just wrapped up the show. Again, I want to thank you for being my guest tonight. I think it was a good show, by all account. The gentlemen spoke their heart out. They were honest. They sounded honest. They seemed honest. They spoke to the Constitution, to issues unfolding in their own organization. And they also made some very important announcements. They gave their president, Brother Musa Sano, ultimatum. You heard the last announcement. By up to August 26th, there'll be a public hearing. Hopefully, Brother Sano will submit to that, as a prerequisite to other things that they have coming up. So all of those being said, I'm really happy. I don't want to start calling names because obviously I may not get through all of it. So you know yourselves. I want to thank you. Since you know yourself, I want to thank you. And I mean you. You in particular, I want to thank you for being here. All right? Thank you. Let's all have a wonderful night. Bye now. Peace.